So I'm wearing the new cat eye glasses that you may have seen if you follow me on my other channel. So anyway, I'm gonna make a vegan stir fry, and it's the middle of the night. I'm hungry because I didn't really eat today. Well, I ate a little bit, but yikes. I really need to wash the bigger cutting board. This is not gonna work very well. So I'm just gonna gingerly pick up the broccoli and transport it to the when I chop up broccoli, I do the whole stem, like the whole thing, like the whole thing has nutrients in it, so I like the whole thing. Stem is really good in my opinion. I just cut it, and I should have, can't see what I'm doing. I just cut the stem into really fine pieces because there's a lot of nutrients in the stem. I don't know why people don't, and I also chop up the leaf part, the whole thing. Like I do the whole thing, any of it. I'm gonna make it really tiny since the stem is kind of hard. Broccoli. Okay. Cans. There's this really good seltzer water, Simple Truth. And then I'll do another cut into the broccoli. I like the whole thing, the entire thing. Yes, Betty, the whole thing, the whole thing, the whole thing. I put some oil in the pan already. Cooking a lot later than I planned. Well, I made this. I got my second sponsorship, okay, from my other channel. They contacted me. I know some people apply for Fermio. I think I said the name wrong when I made the video. Well, anyway, I saw my glasses at the very beginning. So, yeah. They asked me to make a glasses video, and I got a free pair of glasses, except I thought I had paid for the shipping, but I realized, no, that people that use my code, they pay for shipping. But my shipping was free. What I paid for was the $15 to get a blue light coating, or yeah, it's blue light blocking coating on the glasses. So my hair is getting so long that when I wear shorts, I can feel the ends of it actually touching almost to my knees. I want to eat more broccoli. I feel really good when I actually chop up the vegetables. Need to be flipping more consistent about everything health-wise. Eating healthier, more consistent. Okay, come over to the pan again. Okay, so there's some little pieces of broccoli. Then there's like fugitive pieces, so I'll have to wipe the counter when I'm done. Fugitive piece of broccoli. And there you go. Now it's my favorite onion, the purple onion. I love you, purple onion. You're the best one. I used to like flirt with the white onion. Purple onion's better. Except I do like the Mayan onion. That one's pretty good. But no, purple onion. It's like you're more flavorful, and I'm at the point in my life where I want to eat things that taste good, and I do everything that makes me feel happy, and I know my mind 120%. Like I know everything that I want, and I like purple onion. That's what I like. I eat purple onion. Purple onion tastes really, really good. So we take the skin off the purple onion, so we can chop it up. Right there for now. I hate the mess. Usually if I'm cooking, I'm constantly wiping because it drives me bonkers. So we take the skin off the purple onion, and we collect this, and stick it in the trash. Now we can keep. This is a really tiny little onion, by the way. Tiny, tiny purple onion. I think I'm not gonna get it as much as I want. I like cut the vegetables a little bit smaller so that when they cook faster, and yeah, it just makes it easier and it's more enjoyable. Like the thing I don't like about eating out is just how big like pieces of vegetable are cut, and I'm like, it just makes you not want to eat out. Personally, like I'm making you cry with my onion. You know, I have something to tell you. This is something I want to tell you. Like, I would think usually that onions make me cry, but the purple onion, it's less so. Like, I've noticed that. I think, like, with the white onion, it's worse. And I love onion. I used to cook with onion, like, all the time. It's really good for you. It might be an old wives' tale, but some people claim that while the Spanish influenza was raging, that they like were able to get over the flu faster by eating onion, and I'm sure that might not be medically vetted, but I'm sorry you can't sleep. I hope you can sleep later tonight. The one thing that is scientifically vetted about onion is that onion juice can actually promote hair growth. And I don't know, like it could be an old like some people like they make funny concoctions, but sometimes when I cut up an onion, I would just rub it in my hair along with the peppermint oil, and that with the gummies. I don't know. I saw some hair growth, like more than usual. I would say in the last month and a half. So I trimmed 2 inches off my hair back in August, but I feel like kind of like grown all that. It's all been pretty much grown back. Like I don't know if that's possible. I think maybe my hair grows 1 inch more. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's half an inch. I would really have to measure it, and I don't. Maybe it's just what I'm feeling. Maybe I feel like yes, you won't get scurvy. And you know, James Cook, one of my favorite interesting captains in British naval history, used to feed his men sauerkraut and kimchi and things like this. This is what I love. Like you need some vegetables in your diet because you need vitamin C and you also need other vitamins and nutrients. But yeah, I'm just saying. So I cut that up really super flippin' quick. Like that was fast. Like anyway, last night I had some tofu and I thought about chopping that up, but I found this at Food for Less. Their vegan options are subpar. Like Food for Less is, I don't know, what are you still stuck in 1987? They don't have a lot of vegan options at Food for Less. Just as a vegan, it's very cringeworthy to me. But It's porkless bites. I'm good with tofu. I just like, because I always grew up eating this, being vegetarian, like semi-vegetarian, not strict vegetarian. Actually, my mom, if she had had her way when we were young, we would have been 100% vegetarian. But as kids, like, we wanted to eat chicken sometimes. And she was actually, it's funny because, like, most people have the experience of their parents wanting to eat more meat, and my mom would be like, I don't like to order like pepperoni on a pizza because I don't want the animal, like, although she ate cheese though, so they were vegan when I was younger, up until I was 5, but that was way back in the day when there weren't a lot of options out there. You couldn't eat, beans and nuts, and my mom said it was just really hard for her, so they went back to eating eggs and cheese. But now, like, she. Oh, I need to put myself in view. You can't see me. Okay. So there's some rice cakes over there because my sister, she loves rice cakes, and I'm like, I haven't ate a rice cake in a long time, maybe like 5 years. I thought, like, to me as a kid, I always thought they taste like styrofoam, but I actually ate one and it was interesting. I don't think I'd ever buy them, but they were in the house and I was working on that video and I got really hungry because I haven't really eaten anything all day. Well, I ate a little bit of food, but not a lot. In the cabinet. So those are actually hers, they're not mine. But hey, I'm trying not to eat food. And so, yeah, interesting. So this thing comes with like a sauce. I'm going to just put, because I like to get everything out. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of water. Also, too, I'm kind of funny. So we went to Del Taco the other day, and I had some salsa packet, and I wanted this to be a little bit spicy. Like, do you like my cat eyeglasses? I feel like the lighting could be a little bit better here, but overall, not bad. So that's the freezer, not the fridge. So I'm gonna just put like a packet of this in it. I'll cook it and then see if later I want to add more. So I love this spatula. I've had it for a long time, like forever. Yeah, I like Del Scorcho too. It's good. I don't know what it's telling burner. I don't know. They just, it's the pandemic and you can't go inside, so you just go through the drive-through. And I went through the drive-through with my one sister, and we just got whatever they gave us. Like, I think I asked for sauce, but just different. So, but I like the sauces. Like, if I have an extra one, I just use it to cook something. And Del Taco's really the only fast food place that I like because they have like vegan stuff. Their places, I mean, I used to go to Plant Power, but they're way expensive. Like, for what? So yeah, I don't go there too often. But anyway, I'm stir frying the porkless bites, which is just like a vegan broccoli, and onions. And I'm just gonna distribute it. I love broccoli. So good. Broccoli's my favorite. I'm just like, I sometimes have dreams about sauteed broccoli and onions. I'm like, I'm gonna add another packet. I think we just have Del Inferno, which is the hot one, but I like Del Scorcho too. I like all of them really. And And it goes, just add a bit of spice. I also have this, like, more. I have like this too. This is really good. It's like organic chili chipotle. I'm not gonna add that since I put some of the Del Scorcho in, but it has like a smoky flavor to it. It is so good. This stuff is legit. But anyway, I love this spatula because it's heat resistant, like up to I think 400 degrees, and it just lasted me for a really long time. I've had it for like 10 years. And it's just a really good spatula. I think I've actually had it for 11. It's one of the best. You can throw it in the dishwasher, and like it's just held up very well, and it's kind of flexy. Don't do anything crazy with it. I just like that it's heat resistant. But I've had these pans for like over 10 years too. I've been thinking about getting some new pans recently, but I'm like, they're still good. If I do get new pans, I'm gonna research it and buy really nice ones, like something brand new. Because guess what? With sponsorships coming up on my channel and me doing more artwork, me like just focusing more on my long hair goals, something's changing with my channel, like this one and that one. I just feel like I feel like it's a really positive direction, and I have to say, I'm so glad that I continued on with the live stream format. I know I talked about this in another video, but I feel like people burn out on YouTube. They think like, oh, I need to make this perfection video. Anyway. So they want to make a video that looks so pristine, and they don't live. And I just come to the conclusion, maybe that's not living for me. Like for you, maybe that's a video with the glasses on my other channel. And that thing took me a long time because I had to keep going back and forth and taking out parts and looking at what they wanted. And it was nice that I got a free pair of glasses from the company, but some of the writing on the website and on the little insert is not correct English. It is a Chinese owned company. They make good quality glasses. I'll say that these glasses are actually better than the ones I got from Glasses USA, like with the coating, and they're pretty good, but their grammar and their writing, I think they need to hire somebody, like maybe an American person, to like proof their site for their North American audience. I'm just saying, I mean, might be a good suggestion because it sounds like a really good translator. Not even Google translated it. It was pretty bad. But I didn't want to say that in my review. I think the glasses are great, but the website is kind of iffy in some ways. But you know, the glasses are great. They're not bad at all. And I've heard some good things about them. And I guess there was this man that was an optician said on another video about it to a person who ordered glasses from there. He said that he doesn't order glasses from Fermio, but I guess he orders glasses from Zini. But he said that he looked at the Fermio prescriptions to see if they were accurate to an optometry office prescription. He said they were spot on. So, you know, ordering glasses online, it's the way of the future. And like, I don't know, I feel like it's hard to see, but they have like this glitter. They're pink, like light pink with like this glitter. And my primary objective for buying them was I used to like bigger glasses. But guess what happened? We have to wear masks now in public. And every time I wear a big pair of glasses, it bunches my mask up and down if I move my glasses slightly. And also, too, I know they have this thing where they say you can put your mask on your glasses and then it doesn't get all steamed up, but it still does. So I have one pair of glasses, clear ones with black, you know, the black angles, but Oh gosh, the name eludes me. Oh, should know the parts of glasses, but anyway, look it up. I'm getting tired. It's late. I'm just hungry and I'm still up. So that pear's still a little too big, and it still makes the mask bunch up a bit. So yeah, what am I doing? Oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm wearing these glasses, and I'm going to try them out for a week. And maybe these are my new grape jelly jam glasses. I'm going to order more glasses from Hermia, though. Her sunglasses and whatnot. You know, why not? I kind of like their side. Ooh, this is cooking up really nice. Sauce is very nice. The broccoli is getting all sticky. I love it when broccoli turns to, a light, darker green color. When I was little, I always used to tell my mom the broccoli was San Bernardino Mountains trees. Mountains, San Bernardino city trees. Grew up in the mountains, in the San Bernardino Mountains. And you'd go down to the city and you'd see palm trees. And I was like 5, and I thought, oh, broccoli looks like a palm tree. I've always loved palm trees because when you grow up in the mountains and you come down to the city, you just see the palm trees and they seem so exotic to you when you're a kid. And I remember one time my sister saw this beautiful palm tree on a freeway we were passing. She's like, I want to pick a palm frond to take home. And my mom's like, you couldn't do that. Like, it was funny because you're kids and you're like, ah. But yeah, I always have loved broccoli. Like, my earliest memories of broccoli, like, I ate it before I was 5, but my earliest recollection of eating broccoli is around the age of 5 when I determined in my mind that they were San Bernardino trees, palm trees. You're a kid, you're 5, I called them San Bernardino trees. I also called our house Cass County because we had cats and they would walk up and down the hill. And I was always, from a young age, interested in geography, maps, direction. Do you want this much information? Of course you do. You're watching, so why not? I'm glad you like the pictures. You should watch my glasses video. See if I posted it in the video. I'll check. Oh, it's really good. Yeah. I'm glad I cut everything in nice, tiny. You don't need an Instapot. Like, I always think, oh, I need an Instapot. But I'm like, no, you just have to mix it. You don't need an Instapot. You don't need an air fryer. You can get by with a stove and a fan. Because I'm always like, oh, I like the idea of an Instapot. But if I really, really wanted to use an appliance, I have. Oh, yeah, black olives. I love, oh, I love black olives. I also like green olives too. I had a salad the other day because I had a gift card to this one, local market, Kalamata olives. But black olives are good too. That's so cute though. You call them, yeah, it's like I love things like memories like that, right? I don't have to go to work until later, but I think I can kind of cook and I'll be fine. I don't work till 4, so I'm okay. Like I'm up late, but I can kind of do it on a Sunday night. But and my sleep cycle's been looking disrupted lately because of just silly sauce applesauce things going on. But that's kind of calmed down for a bit, fortunately. Yeah, it's just so much better to cook yourself because the one thing I was saying earlier is I hate big pieces of vegetables, like when you would eat out and it's a bad deal and you can just cook yourself. And we were also talking on Friday night, since we were like, I mean, we go to Del Taco and occasionally, but let's just drive through, or you can do DoorDash, like we occasionally do that. But in general, like I've been cooking, I like to cook at home mostly. Um, So we were just talking about how some restaurants, like, I mean, I don't blame them. I know, like, this is their livelihood, but they're being kind of loosey goosey, like, with the definition of outside eating. So some of them have, like, tents that are smaller than being inside, and some of them, like, I guess you've seen there's this one restaurant, like, they have, like, this tent, but it's not really open. It's like an enclosed tent, like, you walk through a flap, but it's really tiny and there's really no ventilation in it. And it's smaller than their dining room, I guess. So, like, some places are doing outdoor eating in a tent like that. And then I see some other places where it's more open and they have like a big fan. But I'm not going to do any patio eating right now because I don't think it's a good idea, like health wise, because they did some, there have been studies that showed that eating out resulted in spread of COVID. So, because think about it, people are eating like if you're worried about respiratory droplets most of the time, and I don't like wearing the mask, I wear it because I have to at work, and when you go to the store, you have to wear it. But in general, like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't think anybody wants to get it, so we all kind of have to just stay apart from each other, which kind of sucks because, like, I don't think, like, people keep saying this is going to be done in 2 years. I think that's highly optimistic, and my intuition tells me it's going to be like 4 or 5 years. I mean, just think about it. It's a virus. It's a pathogen. It's new. It's novel. It's not going to just disappear. Even if they make a vaccine, they say, it can mutate. So, yeah, I really wish things weren't this way, but this is just the way it is. So, I was never a big, like, I like to go out and do things and look at places, but I was never a big giant social butterfly in that I went to lots of events. I mean, it's kind of sad there won't be events like that. Um, like concerts or amusement parks or anything really like that. But I probably wouldn't go to any of those things right now because I think, like, health wise, I don't want to take that risk. But that's just me. I personally just want to be on the safer side. That's my cat. Pretty little kitty. Amy, this is actually really stir fry, and you know what? It's so much better when you don't make it with rice because you can make it with vegetables and it's filling and it's just not as starchy. Like, it's not as processed. If that makes sense. Like, it's not that I hate rice. It's just, yeah. I mean, I don't love it. I'm not saying that it's good. It's just there are a lot of complications that come with it, and I personally don't want to take risks. Like, just personally, like. But people should do, like, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not saying that, I like, well, you know what? Here's an example. I think it's really stupid and not constitutional when the government, like, shuts off utilities to a mansion that has a club and they shut off their water. That's ridiculous. I mean, I want to go to a venue like that. That's up to those people. Personally, I wouldn't do that. But I don't agree with that either. I just think, like, hello, like, just make better choices for yourself. Make you don't need to go to these events, like just my. So anyway, it's too hot. Another thing too is I still look at Facebook sometimes, but not a lot. I looked at it maybe twice this weekend because it's not like I used to look at it religiously, but all anybody ever posts on there is about that or about the election. And I'm just like, there are other things going on, and there's other topics and just things that are interesting. And I'm kind of just more interested in my little projects. And do not eat things when they're super hot, buddy. It's still too hot. I never do learn, do I? Just eat things way too hot. I never ate pork, so this is Gardein porkless bites. I wouldn't be able to tell you what if the texture was like pork. I just always would eat vegetarian things that are vegan, like mock meats, and that's just what I ate, or ate tofu or beans. I mean, I ate some chicken growing up, but I haven't ate any meat since 2013, not once. I'm mostly vegan, but maybe sometimes vegetarian because I'm not perfect. Like sometimes I like to eat something that might not be completely vegan, but I kind of strive. You know, I never have had that problem, honestly. Like they always say different things, but if I'm tired, I just fall asleep. I don't know, like everything like that they say, I can sleep. Like if I'm hungry, I just waited till late to eat. Really, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna keep me up if I'm ready to fall asleep. I'll just sleep. Also, a lot of people say that they can't move around after they eat, but I'm always like, if I eat something that's like kind of full, I need to start moving right away to feel better. I'm not saying I'm a contrarian. I'm just like, it seems like I feel like just my reaction to things is different than a lot of people. I think the sauce that came with this is too sweet, though. Like, if I had just made a sauce for it, I would have added some soy sauce, but I used the sauce packet that came with it. It's really sweet. I guess it's supposed to be like a sweet and sour type mock meat pork or something. I'm guessing that's what they were trying to do. But I'm glad I add like those spicy packet to it to kind of balance it a bit. I want to try kimchi. I can't believe I've never had kimchi. So I was gonna watch some more Crash Landing on You, the Korean show. And Koreans vlog kimchi. And there's this funny scene where Suri's like, "Oh, you North Koreans," because she crash lands. I'm Captain Ria, North Korea, and he ends up hiding her all by accident. It wasn't intentional. And she thinks it's so amazing that he is a kimchi seller. She's like, this is so hip and vegan, when that's just probably what people did, like having a root cellar. Mm-hmm. I think tomorrow I need to fry up the mushrooms because they're gonna go all. Anyway, this is really good, and I hope everybody has a nice evening.